Hi everybody, Miss Wendy here. Welcome to our first Kids Activity Corner. Now today we're going to be doing 7 very simple, very basic crafts that have to do with paper plates. So each craft is going to require a few different things, but here's some basic things you're going to need for most of them. Obviously, paper plates. You're going to need about 1 to 4 depending on the craft. You will need some scissors and then glue or tape, just something to attach things with. I'm going to be using a low temperature hot glue gun for most of my crafts, but you are welcome to use white glue for most of these to work. You can use staples for some of these, tape, or again hot glue, whatever you are most comfortable with. So we have a lot to do, so let's get started. Okay, for our first craft, we're going to make some paper plate flowers. Now for this, you're going to need about 3 to 4 plates. You will need a stapler or glue, and you're going to need something to decorate your flowers with. If you're going to use markers or crayons, I would recommend coloring your flower pieces before you assemble. If you're using paint, you can paint after you make your flower. So what you're going to do, it's very simple. You're just going to cut flower shapes out of the plates. You can draw your design beforehand and cut it out, or you can just freehand it, whatever you like. Just make sure you have 1 small one, 1 medium one, and 1 big one. And if you're going to use 4 plates, just make sure they're all different sizes. When you are done with that, curl up the edges. You can use a pencil, just take them, roll it up like so, and then take your big plate. I'm going to use glue on mine. Maybe. Here we go. Just attach my medium plate right in the middle, like so. And then, as you can probably guess, I'm going to put my small one right on top of that. And you have a flower. From here you can decorate it however you like. You can put some glitter on there, you can paint it, you can put some little dots in the middle to kind of look more like the center of a flower. Very simple, very easy. Alright, so for craft number 2, we are going to make a paper plate crown. This one is very simple. All you need is 1 plate, and a pair of scissors, and whatever you want to decorate with. So, to start, we are going to fold our plate in half. It kind of looks like a taco shell. Okay. And, very carefully, we're going to make 1 cut right up the middle, right to that lip there, where it gets all the wavy bits. There we go. I'm going to cut a diagonal here and a diagonal here. Very carefully, again, just right up to that lip there. Do it on this side. Go. Okay, now go ahead and unfold your plate, and where you have that crease there where we folded it, go ahead and make a cut there as well. Just again right up to the lip. There we go. Right, now just fold all those triangles up like so. And there you have a lovely crown. From here on, decorate it however you like. You can put some pom-poms at the top, or you can just color it, paint it gold, put glitter on it, whatever you want to do. Choice is yours. Alright, so for craft number 3, we are going to make a paper plate fan. So once again, you will just need 1 plate. You're going to need 2 popsicle sticks. I'm going to use some jumbo ones just because they're a little bigger. You will need some tape or glue again. I'm going to use tape just because I like it better for this one. And whatever you'd like to decorate your fan with, obviously. So go ahead, like we did with the last project, take your plate and fold it in half. Now with this, you can actually make 2 fans with 1 plate. Go ahead and cut your plate in half. Just right along your fold. There we go. Alright, so you can take one of your halves, set that aside. Take your 2 popsicle sticks and make a V shape like this. And go ahead and take your tape or your glue and connect them right where they meet. So you have a nice little V shape like this. Okay. Next, you're going to take your half plate and just tape the sticks to the plate. or glue, whatever you're using. You may want to decorate your plate before you put the sticks on. I'm not going to decorate mine, I'm just going to put the sticks on, but it makes it a little easier because then you don't have the sticks bumping up from the bottom. Right, and there you have a lovely fan. All right, for craft number 4, we are going to make a paper plate dinosaur. Much like the fan we just made, you're just going to need half of a plate for this, so I'm going to use the other half of the one that I cut to make my fan. You will also need a toilet paper roll. You're going to need some kind of cardboard. You can use like a cereal box or something like that. Mine's an old crayon box. With that, you're going to cut out a dinosaur tail and a dinosaur head. Obviously, you're going to need some scissors, as before, and some tape or glue. And anything you want to decorate your dinosaur with, I recommend getting some like wiggly eyes and things like that. So what you're going to do for your dinosaur, first of all, if you don't have half a plate, take a plate and cut it in half. You're going to take your toilet paper roll and cut that in half as well. Just right down the middle. There we go. So you'll have 2 pieces like this. On each of your toilet paper rolls, your halves, you're going to want to cut a slit about the same size. These are going to be your dinosaur's legs, so if you want them to have like shorter, stubbier legs, put your cuts down a little lower. So do that with both of your rolls. Okay. Next, you're going to take your plate and just put those rolls right on the bottom of your dinosaur, like so. One on the front and one on the back. Just like that. Then, I'm going to attach, your head and your tail. I'm going to use tape for this again, just because it's a little bit quicker. Just going to put my dinosaur head here. There you go. And the tail right over here. You can paint this after you assemble, but it might be a little bit easier if you if you're going to use paint, to use it beforehand. Let's see. There we have a dinosaur. You can decorate this however you like. You can give it eyes. You can cut different shapes for the head and tail. I just kind of made mine look a little bit kind of like a brachiosaur, kind of. But again, everything else is up to you. Okay, so for craft number 5, we are going to make a swimming jellyfish puppet. For this, you need 1 plate. You're going to need a popsicle stick. Again, I'm using a jumbo one. You can use a regular one, that's fine. You're going to need a piece of cardboard cut into the shape of your jellyfish body, which kind of looks like a half circle or half oval. And again, mine is just an old crayon box. You can use whatever you have on hand. You will need some yarn cut into equal pieces. The longer your yarn is, the more swishy your jellyfish is going to be. And of course, you're going to need some tape or glue and scissors and whatever else you want to decorate your puppet with. I would recommend, if you want to paint your plate blue to look like the ocean, do that first. Okay, and then let that dry. Same goes for your jellyfish piece, and you may want to paint your stick blue as well. But I'm going to leave mine plain just for demonstration purposes. So once everything is painted, you are going to take your plate and you're going to cut a slit along the bottom, about 2/3 of the way down. You may want to get a parent to help you with this. I'm going to just kind of fold my plate a little like this. Get that started. There we go. Just going to cut this right across towards the bottom. So make sure you leave some space on either end. You may want to have a parent use a craft knife to help with that. Just make sure your parents do that for you. Maybe don't want you to hurt yourself. All right. So next, for your jellyfish, on the back, you're going to want to put a line of glue, or you can just tape it down and attach your yarn there. So let me show you mine. When it is done, I am again using a low temperature hot glue gun. Careful when you use those. Take your yarn and just line it up nicely right in the glue. There we go. So you got some extra yarn there. Yeah, very looking kind of nice and wiggly there. You're going to take your stick and attach that to the back of your jellyfish. Might be a little bit tricky there with the yarn, but you can do it. I'm going to use tape for that. Here we go. There. Nice if you want some wiggly eyes or draw some eyes on your jellyfish, you can do that as well. To make your jellyfish puppet more of a puppet, take your plate, put it down in the slot you made there, bring it down. There you go. And again, if you have longer yarn pieces, the legs are going to be a little bit more swishy, but mine are short just because I just want to make a little jellyfish. There you are. Okay, so for craft number 6, we are going to make a ring toss game. Very simple. All you need is, again, you need several paper plates. You're going to need one for your base, and then as many as you want to make rings of. So I did 3, but you could do 4 or 5, whatever you would like to do, however many plates you have. You're also, of course, going to need scissors, whatever you want to decorate your game with, and you will need 1 paper towel roll like this. This is going to be where you're going to aim for. So to start, take 1 plate, set it down. Do all of your decorating beforehand, like I said. With your paper towel roll, you're going to cut 4 to 6 slits about 1/2 inch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to do 5. And then fold them down like this. Kind of looks like you're making like an octopus or something. What you're going to do with these flat is attach it to the bottom of your plate like that. I am personally going to use some tape to hold it down just because I think it's a little sturdier for me. I'm using masking tape, but you can use whatever type of tape you have on hand. There. 1 more, I think will do it. That'll work. I could do 1 more, but that should work. And there you are. Next, you are going to take more plates and just cut out the circles here. You can fold them in half, then cut along the line, or you can poke a hole in and go around the edge, whatever you're more comfortable with. When you are done, you will end up with rings like so. Like I said, I only did 3. You can paint them, decorate them however you like, and then when you're ready, ring toss. You can make several of these if you like. Oops! Oh wow! You can see that. You can have a little game to play with your friends. Very quick, very simple, very easy. Alright, so for our 7th and final craft, we are going to be making a flying saucer, or a UFO, whatever you want to call it. You will need, obviously, a paper plate. You are also going to need a plastic dome drink lid. You can get these at coffee shops. You'll need something, glue or tape, to attach your dome to your plate. And that's it. And again, whatever you would like to decorate your craft with. If you have little alien toys, you can put those inside. And, that's up to you. It's very simple, very easy. You just take your plate, you take your lid. I'm just going to put a little bit of, again, low temperature hot glue around the base of my lid, like so. If you use hot temperature, it will probably melt the plastic. Don't want to do that. Just put it right in the middle, and boom. Very simple UFO. A fun game to play with this is to take some construction paper and cut out some planet shapes. You can make real planets, made up planets, whatever you like. A fun one might be to actually make the solar system. Then stand far away and throw your UFO like a frisbee and see who can get the closest to the planet of your choice. Alright, and there you have several crafts that you can make with paper plates. The nice thing about these crafts is a lot of them you can modify them to be whatever you like. So if you don't like dinosaurs, you can make this maybe a turtle. Or if you don't like jellyfish, you can make this maybe a swimming shark or something else that might be in the ocean. So that is it for this month. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.